I don't believe in
I don't
pillow
know,
talk. We
but
already
I think it's a form of snitching.
Hold on, we live,
they
y'all.
cousins. I believe they cousins, and no one can tell me different. Well, everybody can tell me different. I'm just saying what I believe.
All right, we're gonna get
Yo,
to it quick.
yo.
We having a little conversation here. We on here live.
You know, conversation, man. How y'all feeling today, man? But
Good,
back to
good.
the
Good.
conversation. Like you said, both could get you a life sentence, right? I feel like they cousins. Hell, they might be brothers.
Yeah,
They
you got back
definitely,
up a little
it's
bit,
definitely,
Jomo.
I, you know what I mean? I feel it. I feel they close in the same. Close in the same.
Yeah, I mean it's the same kind of self preservation, not being able to control your picking the right decision over what you know,
What is worse?
huh?
What is worse?
you look
Because
like Wizard Kelly over there, bro.
Look like who?
I got who?
Wizard Kelly from the Proud Family. All you could see was his body. You could never see his
Uh,
face.
Still, still like that.
You just got to prop it up just a little bit more, a little higher. There you go.
yeah.
Oh, I gotta sit the joint up, son.
How can I
I gotta
share
sit the
this on
joint
my
up.
page? We got to share this.
Hmm?
I said, we got to share this.
What you mean? Just invite somebody in?
Now, share it on our socials, man.
Oh,
People, we got a good episode coming. We got some good topics today, man.
yeah. Just
What
gotta
I'm
send
saying,
it.
son.
Yeah. Gotta send the link out.
Okay.
We on Twitch right now too. So we can start,
Yeah.
advertising the Twitch. We live on Twitch and Instagram. Since I'm at home, my Wi-Fi is a lot faster than Chef Iris, so we can go. You know what I mean?
You can
Okay,
move. We can
bet.
do numbers. Now. We can
Yeah.
do numbers now.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
We
man.
can do numbers now.
I, shoot.
And back to the topic at hand, man. I kind of feel one is worse than the other,
Why you say
right?
that?
Well, I don't do neither, so I mean,
Right. Yeah. I
I
I
mean, they
mean, I
both the
think
don't
same to
know.
me.
anyone with morals and self decency should do neither. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just common sense, right? But the pillow talk is something you already accomplished your goal. So what is the pillow talk?
Yeah. But look at what it can lead
Like you
to.
know what I'm saying?
You know what
Like
I'm saying?
the
Snitching gets
snitching,
niggas arrested. Pillow talking can get niggas killed and all of the above.
Mhm.
Beat up.
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
snitching is
Rob.
different to people all the time. I'm like, yo,
Robbed, all that shit.
you can
Yeah.
snitch by telling your ops where your enemy is. You know what I'm saying? Like people always think to getting time, but snitching
Yeah.
is akin to telling a nigga that yo, you don't fuck with him, but he be over here.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. They two sides of the same coin, man. You know what I mean? To me, one's
Hmm.
not better than the other. I can't be like, oh, he just pillow talked. He didn't snitch or anything. Like, nigga, you did the same shit. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
yeah. All
Okay.
right, y'all ready to get to this rundown?
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Shoot, I'm ready.
Let's go. All right. We starting off with Bye Bye Colorado. Flight, tell us what's
Man,
this
that's
about.
so. Man, unfortunately, this is we had a conversation about bandwagon. I think Colorado had the biggest bandwagon year in sports history.
Man, that's crazy. I was talking
Prime
about
that
this
came
about.
in and had all the celebrities at the game, and they had a good, couple games. But just like
Jomo, we
in
can't hear you, bro.
sports, you can't hear me, bro.
I can't hear Jomo. He's saying something.
Hang up and
I
come
had
back
y'all on
in.
mute
Hang
because I
up and
don't
come back in.
Oh, all right.
coming back
Okay.
nowhere.
So yeah, man. But at this point, so in the beginning of the season, we've seen all the celebrities and all the press releases and everything about Coach Prime in Colorado. Now he's then had his third coach leave the school, leave the
Mm,
organization, and he's then had at least 4 or 5 top commits for the year 2024, 2025 decommit to the school. So like what do y'all? I mean, clearly we know this is everybody jumped on the bandwagon. Like we know this happens
Niggas was
often in
losing.
sports. What do you think this was a victim of? Is this was
Yeah.
a good case of bandwagons and people wanted to be associated with something hot? And then, do you think that they're looked at the coaches and then the players that committed are looked down upon now because now they're taking away? Oh, I wanted you when you was good, but now, what did y'all think about that?
Okay. First niggas was winning, and it was the hot topic. So niggas gonna jump on the hot. Just the bandwagon is hot. What no one's really talking about is how Prime he tell players like you're not good enough to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could stay, but you're not gonna play. Um, Patino was good at doing that. Calipari was good at doing that. No one ever talks about the basketball coaches doing that. Like you can't play here. You know what I'm saying? You could stay, but you're never going to play. That happens a lot. So Prime has to take some responsibility for that. He's told players like, "Yo, you can't cut the mustard. You probably need to go." However, winning solves a lot of problems. They was winning, they was hot, they start losing. When you start losing, you get under the microscope and people start seeing the deficiencies. Colorado does not have an offensive or defensive line. Did not put no pressure on the quarterback, nor they protect their own.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So Dion's great at getting skill players, but they can't get the ball because there's no one to protect them.
Right. And
Facts.
that's
Now,
Dion's
with
so
gonna
that
have
you
being said,
you know what Dion's gonna make right now, just like I got Colorado. Colorado's gonna make a lot of first round picks out of great pros. But right now, I don't see him being a great college program.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people, like I said, he had a probably early on this year, he had a lot of the top prospects coming. But now I think recruiting
Mm-hmm.
is going to be hard until they actually prove themselves, which I feel like is just fair. Like you can't just be gifted these top 5-star recruits just because of your name and they know that celebrities going to be at the game because now that that's fizzled out, nobody wants to be, not even the coaching staff. 3 coaches quit
so
since
let
the
me
end of
ask y'all
this
that.
Mm-hmm.
season.
Is that indicative of just how black? Because I was talking about this with my barber. It's funny because Charleston White was talking about this on the this weekend. What's the Cam Newton show? Do you think niggas is just turning on him because wasn't this originally? It wasn't about football, wasn't it? This is the black team. Coach Prime is our coach. So when they losing, nobody want to come there. Now, if it was all about this black pride, wouldn't y'all come there to support to make the team good? If you were 5-star recruit, because is it about football? Because originally I thought it was about a black coach coming over here to a white school. First of all the black people were
Nobody
pissed off
cares
about
about
that.
the cause till their bag is secure.
Yeah, well, I
No one
agree.
gives back. No one gives back until their bag is secure.
Yeah,
So right now, I'm worried about getting my family out of poverty. I don't give a fuck about the cause until I'm successful. Then
right.
they'll give back.
Do you think black
And
people
you know
bailed
what I'm
on him
saying?
though?
So it's not like niggas don't want to be like, I don't want to be the building block. I want to stand on the shoulders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You think
saying?
you think black people you think black people bailed on him?
Yeah, yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
Like
To a
just
certain
not
extent,
winning stuff.
niggas love winners. And when
Yeah,
niggas not winning, niggas is like, well, we thought they was gonna win, but what happened was this: is what happened. Colorado's a great story. They're not a good team, and
right,
we confusing a good story with what was a good team. Colorado's a great story. It's great, you know what I mean. But it wasn't a great team, and we wanted it to be great. They started out, but no, technically he's done way better than what they did. They won one game with no games before you got there. You know what I
right,
mean? And we know numbers. You don't say I won 4 more games than I did. I got a 40% increase in production. That's how you write it down. You don't say I had 10 people, now I have 14 people. You say no, I got a 40% increase in production. You
right.
know what I'm saying? He started when they all come back.
Yeah,
They start when they all come back. The school is very happy with him. The influx of money and cash, they good. They like shit. Fuck that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? He
right,
brought
right,
Nike money. He bought, you know what I'm saying? He bought all type of shit. He bought shout outs from LeBron. He told me he want to start a baseball program. They like shit. This is great business, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not great athletics yet. See, Auburn has great business and athletics, and so does Alabama and Ohio State. Colorado's not
right.
there yet.
All right. Speaking of those teams, we into the college football section. We got about 3.5 minutes. The top four teams were picked for the playoffs. What your thoughts about that? I guess everybody's pissed off about the fourth spot. You know that Florida State didn't get in, or what's your thoughts?
Who winning?
Um, Go ahead, Jomo.
Nah, who winning?
I haven't
I
seen I
really,
haven't seen that. This is
I
just
haven't seen it either. I know who I think should go, but who win?
let's see.
Who should be
Who?
in there? That's outside of my expertise. This is your.
I
It's
mean,
all
I
you.
mean, Washington, Michigan. Um. Oh shit, Washington, Michigan, Florida State, and I'm missing someone. I think they should the ones that should be in. I don't know who got in though. Because I know it's not. I know the rumors, but the official announcement don't come out till tomorrow, even though the information's probably out. So,
Hmm.
I thought
Yeah,
they should have
Florida
been
State's not in it.
Washington,
It's
Washington, Michigan,
Michigan.
Florida State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Florida State didn't make it.
Oh, they didn't. Who they put in the
Nah,
fourth spot?
Alabama. That's what I'm saying. That's why everybody was like
The
going
fuck they
crazy.
Yeah.
did? That's
Yeah,
now I'm going with the SEC bias. Now there's SEC bias. That's what that was. Florida State sells. Florida State moves the meter, so that's really surprising. That's the school
right.
that sells. They might have got caught with the Dion effect because he's an alumni. They might have caught with the Dion effect. It might be a residual, a ripple effect of that. But no,
Michigan,
fuck Alabama.
Washington, Texas, and Alabama.
That's what it should have been. I mean, it should have been Texas, Washington, Michigan, and
Florida
Oregon.
State,
I mean,
Oregon.
Florida State. Yeah, Florida State. Florida State, Texas, and Michigan. That's what it should have been. There's no fucking way Alabama should have been in there. That's absolutely wrong. You
With
know
a
what I mean?
loss.
However, and a recent loss. However, this is the perfect example of visual success. If you're successful and you're a good brand, they're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. So Buckeyes don't get mad because it happened for us, and I don't hear nothing. This is you've been good, and we giving you the benefit of the doubt because of who you are, your program, your legacy, your culture. That's the true benefit of the doubt. Florida State doesn't
Right.
have that recently. They had it in the '90s, late early twos, but they don't have it now, and they got victimized by it. There's no way
So who do you
Alabama should be
have?
in it now.
So the playoff brackets look like this: Alabama, Michigan, Washington, and Texas. Who do you have winning out of Michigan and Alabama?
Alabama is better across the board. Better team,
Hmm.
program, history, so and so in recent history. That being said, Michigan is like we were just talking about the great story. You know what I mean? And I'm going to go with Michigan because I feel like hot. Because Alabama, you can't name Alabama's quarterback. This is the first time Alabama lacks star power. That doesn't mean they're going to be a bad team. They lack star power. There's no one Alabama team that you visually talking about and scared of. I'm good. I'm going with Michigan. Because I
What
got
about
went against
Washington
Michigan.
and Texas?
Texas is going to beat Washington. It's Texas time. Shout out to Texas for standing their ground, keeping their money, getting their own network. Shout out to Texas for that quote unquote that popular saying now, standing on business. Shout out to them for that. Texas is going to beat Washington. Washington is just that once every 4 or 5 years, got a bunch of seniors, they good. Texas is going to beat Washington.
Perfect
All right,
segue. Standing on business. Ti versus King.
man, perfect. This is the best example. You said it earlier, Alex, when you said suburban gangsters, man.
That was Dave. Shout out to
Uh,
Dave.
man, I don't understand. One thing bothers me is when younger kids, and I'm not gonna say it's this generation. I've seen it happen since I was young. It's just parenting, and with certain kids feel like they can get away with. I
It's
hate
more
to see.
prevalent this generation.
Huh?
It's more prevalent this generation. It's more acceptable. It's
Yeah.
not the big changes. Same things, same shit, different toilet. Things that just become more prevalent and more in style or more acceptable. And right now, the acceptability of this generation is baffling.
Well, all right.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
So
I think he's a victim of his father being having a lot of street cred, and he probably done got a million uncles that we don't see that make King feel tough, and shit, he, I think he bit off more than he could chew. Do y'all know the incident and what actually happened with him unraveled with that?
Well, no, they was snapping on him. Him and his mom talking about he wasn't from the hood. He's like, you ever had a roach crawl in your ear while you was asleep, King? And they was just clowning on him. But check it out. All right, so I felt like everybody else when it first went down, like King need his ass whooped. He need to, you know what I'm saying? He not street and all this. First of all, I was talking about this Saturday too. Niggas got to stop acting like the allure of the hood doesn't get kids across the whole world, which is why hip hop is the number one genre because everybody wants to be
Mhm.
from the fucking hood. And rappers have successfully made the hood look like the most fun place in the world. You know what I'm saying? Even
Right.
people from the hood want it to be even more hood. You know what I mean? So we got to stop
Yeah.
acting surprised when people want to imitate our culture because we done made it look so fucking cool. Second of all, I almost start feeling bad for him when I seen the video of Ti like with all them women around, and King was like a sophomore or something like that. He was crying because he wanted to be a rapper or whatever, and Ti was like not yet or something like that. And niggas start crying, and the grandma, the first one over there, rushing him, trying to hug on him and shit. And he like, man, stop coddling that boy. That's the problem. I
Mhm.
immediately knew what the issue was. You know what I'm saying? The reason he want to keep escaping to his grandma, she undo all the man shit he teaching him. He get to go over there and play, be the hood dude, and have no rules with the authority. You know what I'm saying? So he get to be a mama's boy over there. So I'm like, all right, this nigga grandma ruined him. This is what the problem is. So I start feeling even bad for him. Like, all right, he 19, trying to figure shit out. He don't know shit and he's going through identity crisis like most people did when they was 19. So I started looking at it a different way other than wanting to see him get his ass whipped because he want to be from the hood. I just started seeing like, all right, that grandma is the problem. That's what happened to that boy. You know what I mean?
You know what? It's always been that way. We can go all the way back to Grand Hill. Mom, Hillary Rodham Clinton's roommate in college, pops in the
Mm-hmm.
NFL, and he's ashamed. And we've made it where kids are now apologizing for success.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure my nephew doesn't apologize for flight success for putting you in the position of. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been to Poindexter. I say, yo, your mom pulled up in an $80,000 Jaguar. Why are you out here? Just trying to
Mm-hmm.
keep it real, son. Like, was you stupid? Go the
Yeah.
fuck on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we popularized the hood and made it cool because that's all we had. You have to, you making, you know what I'm saying, you making soup out of water. So yeah, we're gonna glamorize it because we got no other choice. You know what I mean? We're gonna make
Yeah.
it appealing, like, oh, this is it, this is what it is, because we can't show no other side. The problem is, like I said, we made it uncool to be successful.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We made it uncool to be successful. So he feels a certain way. And as parents, you gotta start teaching them like, yo, you need to learn how to be the executive and not the rapper. You know what I'm saying? You have to start showing examples of how cool and accepting the culture Rich Paul is,
Yeah.
or how
Well,
cool and
okay.
accepting the culture is. The nigga
Yeah.
Russell
Nah.
Simmons went to the White House in sweatpants.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me stop
You
you
know what I'm
right there.
saying?
Rich
Russell
Rich
Simmons went to
Paul
the
Rich
White House
Paul
in
from the hood
sweatpants.
hood.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm saying though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For parents' sake, you got to understand, like, yo, you want to go backwards. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You want to
But
go
but the thing is, but
backwards.
the thing is, we shame people that aren't from the hood. You know what I'm saying? People go flight. All right,
That's
yeah.
just
People
anger.
that
That's
are
just
from the
anger and
hood, we
spite and guilt.
shame people that aren't from the hood. Like, nigga, you sound like a square. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything that
So
niggas
that's
don't do, and we could maybe, we think people that aren't from the hood are lame. Like, oh, he a lame. Even if you not from a heart of a hood, like, Mount Vernon niggas look at North Side like, nigga, he from North Side. I know we used to, like, how they dress and shit. Like, you know,
mhm.
there's a hood hierarchy. You know what I mean? And people observe
It
this.
is.
So, like you said, the niggas from Queensbridge, you was from Queens. They thought they was like, oh, we from Queensbridge, we more hood than, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, we super more
imagine how
hood.
somebody from
We
the
arguing
suburbs,
about we arguing about who's more poor.
yeah, or
That's
who,
what we
what I'm saying,
arguing
who
about. We
hood is
arguing about
just
who's more
tougher,
poor.
who
Yeah,
hood, but you got to think all the intricacies that come with the hood. It come with style, slang. You know what I'm saying? Who got more gangsters? All the shit that we divide. It ain't just about poverty. it's really a coolness that go to it. Like Harlem niggas look at
Black,
everybody.
I like black style comes from necessity and desire.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna wear or we're gonna make this cool because holes in your pants. Yo, this is cool because we all have hole in our pants. So we need to make it acceptable with our cohorts in order to, to travel safely, to navigate freely. Um,
right.
Style is desire. I want Louis because I want this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I want this, I want that. So style comes from desire and this and creativity or necessity. Like you say,
right.
we painted the hood, we mythicized the hood. We mythicized street rules. Yo,
Yeah,
if you from the hood, you from this, you from that. Half the toughest niggas, like, yo, the niggas forget some of the hoodest niggas, like, going to college. You not hood
yeah,
because you. I remember coming back home and niggas like, yo, college boy.
yeah.
I'm
But
like,
hold
what?
on.
Nigga, I just dribbled the basketball. I ran a touchdown. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I remember how I felt some sort of way about it. Like, yo, I'm not legitimate no more because of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
And
you
weak
but
minded person would affect that. Listen,
yeah,
we need to
the
teach
rules
rich kids
change
how to
as
be fly.
yeah,
That's what Ti will teach his kid. I'm gonna show you how to be fly. When you see the white rich kids, they become trust fund babies. They drive Ferraris. They become influencers. They become a male version of Kim Kardashian. They embrace their richness and embrace their fly. We gotta
it
teach
ain't
our kids, when they're successful kids, that like,
yeah.
yo, you go out there and be fly. Go out there
The
and wear
thing is,
jewelry. Go out
but
there and be.
the thing is, parents that are from that era, the hood, shame their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, y'all soft. We grew up. You know what I'm saying? They'll create a better life and then like shame them for having a better life. Like, you know what I mean? Like
That's
my
true.
kids are
That does
spoiled.
happen.
You know what I'm saying? A
That
lot of
does
I
happen.
watched the game
What
do it
Lloyd
on,
Banks said.
huh?
What Lloyd Banks said. If you grew up with your mother and father, you spoiled.
Yeah. Like, nigga, we
Right?
grew
That
up,
was
you know
his
what I'm
rhyme.
saying? Yeah, they'll act
You
like,
grew up with
you
your
know,
mother and father, you spoiled.
niggas act like they grew up, their struggle is better than what they provided for their kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that
You're
grew
right.
up in this hip hop generation do that to their kids. I watched the game do it. He's like, yeah, my kids, you know, they got a better life, but you know, they soft as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that's your fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how you gonna shame them for
Right.
how you raised them? You know what I mean?
That's true.
I know
That's a
niggas,
great saying.
yeah. So, all right, KD top score. We went a little. Oh, we got like a minute left. KD's in the top 10. What y'all think about that?
Should I think
KD
by the
is
end of
the
his
most.
career he'll probably be
Two.
it would probably end it and you got to imagine too the injuries that he's had and he still have
Yeah,
been able to pull off top 10. I think he'd probably land on like 6 at
that's
the end of
it.
his career.
His
About
his
6,
average
5,
is going.
6.
His average is going to drop. His average is going to drop. The total points are going to go up. Even though with the injuries in this day and age, he plays. He's on the teams where he could play longer. He's gonna be
Yeah.
asked to do less. So KD's gonna be one of the guys that's gonna give you a stay in the league. Kobe said, "I'm not gonna stay in the NBA if I can average 16 points." Kobe's gonna average 16. I mean, KD's gonna average 16 points and stay there. He's gonna segue into the third option to be a hell of a third option. So I
Mm.
think, yeah, he's gonna end up six, top five, or whatever. I truly believe that. KD is the epitome of the evolution of the greatest basketball player that you could design. 7 feet with the total package. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? He just, for whatever reason, the guy can't gain a pound. But the evolution of the game is evident in KD and LeBron.
Right.
And that's the
Flight
thing
don't leave us.
I'm always gonna admire about KD. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He truly is uh, a flawless basketball player. His only flaw is just nature. He's just built little. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pause. He just little. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I'm gonna remember about the nigga. Like, you
Right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right. All right.
Mm.
Garcia Duarte. Y'all watch that fight?
So I didn't
Yeah, I
get to
watch the
watch it
fight.
live.
I
Yeah.
watch
I ain't
the fight.
watch it live, but I'm watching it now.
Right, right, right.
What difference do y'all see in Ryan's game from Tank to
Oh, he did a lot
Duarte?
of this shit, did shit different. You know, his jab was a
I
lot
see.
stiffer, and the nigga was doing this weird shoulder roll, bruh. Did you see that? Like he was shoulder rolling out of nowhere, and
I'm
this
looking
and
at now. I
Derek
think that's
James ain't
Derek
teaching
James.
him. Nah, Derek James ain't teaching
You
you
don't
that.
think so?
Nah, he said it. He was like, Derek James told him, he told me to stop doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but it felt good in the moment. You know what I mean? Derek James told him to get on his bicycle during because he started running a lot in the fight. And I think, like he said after the fight, he's like, man, I was really scared. Like this dude can really crack. Like, you know what I mean? I would really had to watch about getting knocked out. But that shoulder roll, it was damn near illegal because he was putting his back. It was beyond the shoulder roll. That's what me and Marcus was talking about on the group chat last night. I'm like, bro, that's not a shoulder roll. He's really like going above beyond, and that's why he's getting hit in the back of his head because he's almost turning around. So if that power, he
First of
respected
all,
that power. Yeah.
he, I looked at him. I'm looking at Derek James, and I'm thinking in my head like, "Yo, what are you teaching these guys?" Like, I swear to you, he's looking bad to me, God.
I
And I
can't.
don't even want to blame him as far as the fighters how they performing. They're not doing a good job of representation, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They
Nah.
progressively looking worse.
See, I think Derek.
Ryan don't have it.
I think I can almost agree. I agree with that. But Derek James, man, I think he vindicated himself last night. Everybody was saying the same thing because when you was listening to what he was saying in the corner, I'm like, all right, he was giving him some
Okay,
flawless advice, bro, in that corner.
I have to agree with that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Now they not representing them well. They probably
yeah.
not representing them well,
No,
and
they
he's
not.
suffering from that. Hey,
Yeah.
yo, Ryan's done, God. Ryan's done.
Do we lose the Rolly?
Ryan's right now. Ryan's entertaining interview.
Yeah. Who can
Right
I
now,
who?
think
Ryan's
Ryan is.
and now he's throwing Hail Marys. He's desperate now. Oh, Shakur, this. Now you're just flailing in the wind. Like, pay attention to me, please. Pay attention to me, please. And your
Yes.
performance with it, if your performance have been around, yo, unimpressive knockout. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah.
Unimpressive. And no, that didn't set him up for another fight. I didn't put him on nobody's radar. That didn't.
He calling out Rolly. Yeah,
If
Rolly.
anything now, fight him now while he's still a name.
Rolly.
Yeah, he said he want Rolly
That's a
next.
good fight for him. I
Yeah,
want to say I
The
said
press
that
conference gonna
the
be lit.
Rolly is a good
Them
fight for
two, the
him.
press conference gonna be lit.
yeah.
Press conference gonna
Rolly
be
will
lit
fuck
with them
around and
two.
snoozing, bruh. Rolly will
I
fuck around
definitely
put
think
Ryan
he
in the
would.
yeah. If he
He
tried that shoulder
Rolly
roll
just
shit against
actually
Rolly,
shared. Rolly just actually shared some videos of them sparring, and he hit him right on that button. You could tell he
yeah,
was dazed, and I see that happening. But as far as entertainment, you know what I mean. We're gonna get that entertaining bout. You know what I mean? Like
right.
press conferences, all that is
Mm-hmm.
going
Yeah,
it's
come
going to
on.
sell the fight. And I
Right,
think that
Yeah,
the fight itself would be worth it. Those are the fights we like to see.
right. Yeah,
I
no, I
definitely
definitely
think
want to
yeah.
see
that.
that fight.
They're gonna sell the shit out that fight. But the actual fight,
Yeah.
they're gonna sell the shit out the fight. You're gonna make everyone want to see. We all gonna order it and watch. The press
Right.
conference, the all access is gonna be lit. You
No,
know what I
yeah, that'll
mean?
Yeah, no,
get
I
But
definitely think that should be his next fight.
and Rolly got a
the
belt
actual
too, so
fight,
that'll get Ryan a belt if he can beat him. You know what I mean?
they really want Ryan to be successful. The
He
powers that be really want Ryan to be successful. He
yeah.
What
checked
y'all
all
think?
the
Hold on. What
boxes
y'all
to
think
check skill
about
set.
Ryan shot at Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins? Like, let's speak on that real
Yeah, we
quick.
should have talked about that. Yeah.
That's where he
I
want to
like.
go. That's
No,
where he
I'm
want to
just
go
saying
back to.
that's his. I like
That's where he want to go back to.
when you don't know what I'm saying is I like when you stand up to the people that you know that don't got your best interest. Like he's stuck in a contract with them, and Oscar to me is starting to be exposed more and more. Like for the fraud
Shady
he is, I
business.
think he a fraud,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
huh?
Shady business. Shady business.
Yeah. He
Yeah, I
not a
think he a
real person.
fraud. I
Yeah.
commend Ryan for standing up and speaking. It take a lot to do that, and you
Yeah.
know what I mean. It to me it boosted his stock, but I just want to see for how long, and I want to see the next moves. Because sitting there at the end of the day, at the end of the fight, Oscar was Dick Ryan, like we back, baby, Ryan, yeah, like, and it just shows, like, okay,
He a
he
promoter,
gonna get
you know,
exposed,
good
man.
Yeah,
business.
he a promoter. He phony as
Right.
hell.
He a promoter. He pushing his
I think
product. He peddle he
TMT
peddling his
stock about
product.
to go up. Golden Boy gonna
Say
plummet and
what?
TMT about to take over boxing.
The Money
Man,
King.
TMT, man. We've been waiting for that for a while, man. Floyd's people, I don't think Floyd showed good business outside of himself yet. I
He
don't
did
think
what he's
I
Shorty
supposed to
showed
do
mean,
good
with Tank.
business. He
He
what'd you
he did
say?
what he's supposed to do with Tank. He did what he's supposed to do with
Yeah,
Tank.
like
You
build
know what
him
I'm
up and
saying?
let him go.
he did all he could do with Tank.
Yeah, I feel like he could have did more if he wasn't in the way and shit. Like, you know what I
If he
mean?
wasn't always wanting to be in the
All in
videos,
the videos,
on the
yeah,
radios,
yeah.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know what
But I mean, Tank is one of the biggest pay per view draws in the sport. So you know they did do something right, but they could have did more.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All right, Haney Prograde.
What we talking about?
I
What we
think,
talking about?
man,
Douglas
look,
North?
I think Haney gonna watch it, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's bad
And
to say because we know. I mean, as a true boxing fan, like Haney, I really don't like watching him fight anymore.
why not?
Just because, I mean, he his last what 3 fights, two to when he fought Cambosa twice and Loman last. He puts on a boxing clinic, but it's
Hmm.
not exciting to watch at all. Like he's so technical that you watch him fight and you could easily miss him. If he does something exciting, you can miss it.
Listen, man.
He don't have no
David
style.
Haney, David Haney is
No
like watching
style
a
at
nigga
all.
score.
Yeah,
Listen, Devin Haney is watching niggas score 40 points in mid range jump shots.
yeah,
That's what it
Yeah.
is. If you don't love it, like Rip Hamilton was top five, top 10 in scoring almost his entire career. But it was all run off the screen, catch a little mid range jump, double screen. And that's like watching. If you're not into the game, that's like watching niggas score 40 points in mid range jump shots within the flow of the offense. It's not spectacular, nothing great. This fight is set up to get Haney a buzz. We need to get him a buzz. We're trying to get something that's going to make him look good because, like you say, he's just optically boring.
There's
right.
nothing
You
that's
know what
gonna
I'm
make him
saying?
look good
And if you
if
like
you
that,
ask me.
you need to at least have knockout power. Because if you ain't got no
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
style,
just don't got it. There's nothing that's
yeah,
gonna make him look good. Only thing that'll make
Is
him look good is if he took a challenge. If he took on a challenge, damn. If he
hey yo,
took
you
on a
know who he
challenge,
is?
then
Hey, you know who
huh?
he is? He's a nigga like CL Smooth from P Rock and CL Smooth. I use an old
Yeah, I
hip
was
hop
trying to think of
reference, but
what
he's
rapper
like
he
him.
was. Yeah,
He's like other rappers love him and technically he dope, but you're never going to catch the wind or the air of anybody else.
right.
You're never going to catch the. You know what I'm saying? I mean, then you
Yeah,
have features on so and so album and so, and you did this, but you're never going to cross over because unless you
yeah.
just into the wordsmanship, it's boring to you.
Now let me ask you
Haney,
this.
Haney makes you do. Haney makes you. Haney fights. I end up doing this sometimes. What you say?
Yeah,
What you say? It does. I'm not like, oh my goodness, I might miss the knockout punch. I might
yeah,
miss that. I'm like, huh? Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Huh? That's what Haney does. He allows other
mhm,
things to distract you. You don't take your eye off the TV when Ten fighting.
Nah, there's
right.
You don't
there's
take your
something
eye
to
off the
say about
TV.
a fighter with style, man. And do you attribute any of that going back to Ti and King that Haney ain't from the hood, so he don't have no style. He grew up just in a gym, homeschooled. You know what I'm saying?
I
Dropped
don't
out
think
seventh
that's what it
grade.
is. I don't think that's what it is. It's just he's one of those people that let's win the fight. Like he doesn't seem like he I can't even think of the words to get to where I'm trying to say.
I'm
Like,
not. I'm not.
some
Listen.
people are
I'm
just
not a big
naturally
fan.
exciting, and he's not
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the fighters taking punishment just for the sake of entertaining people. I'm never
Yeah.
gonna say that. You can go out there, take punch just for taking punch. You know what I'm saying? What I'm
He
yeah.
saying
got his
is do
daddy
what
in
you
his
do and do
life.
it
His
well.
daddy like, we're gonna win
Listen,
this fight.
But to me, maybe
it,
I'm biased because you know what I'm saying. I'm biased to people. You know what I'm saying. It's like the Allen Iverson effect. Like AI just looks sweet doing shit. You know what I'm saying. People,
mhm,
certain people that you follow, and when I look at Haney, just the way his
right.
legs are and shit, he just don't look like. You know what I mean? It's probably maybe I'm biased to hood athletes. Just I just like how that style looks, and when people
Yeah,
don't,
we've seen
yeah,
niggas beat niggas with just jabs and been impressed. Shit
yeah.
just looks slick.
It's a
Shit
certain
just looks slick.
rhythm to the fighter
Just
that
tap,
I'm
tap, tap.
impressed
You
with.
like,
Yeah,
oh shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He does that shit. That shit don't move you. You watch
Right.
Shakur, say Shakur fight a fight and jab him to death. Like you said, the body language shit looks smooth. It's the it factor.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the it factor. He
No.
doesn't pop off the screen. Now he's
Nope.
appealing to us, me, you, whatever, pause. He appealing to that because, you know what I'm saying? We love the game, but come on, man. I'm not going to, I can't, for example, like you say, the hood factor. You want a kid to play basketball, you might have to show him hot sauce at first. Because he's gonna laugh and oh shit, oh that's you know what I'm saying. He's not gonna appreciate that you ran Stockton the pick and roll yet. You have to get his attention. You like every movie starts out with the action scene. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He ain't no niggas don't want to see this shit. Nah, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if not us, because we are, the rest of the world don't give a fuck about that nigga. He's not even a
Right.
good
Right.
interview. He's not even a good interview. You don't even have the personality. Like, well, I'm born, but my personality is great. Broly ain't shit, yo. Well, not ain't shit, but you know, but we love watching a nigga talk and run his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's factual. Now,
Yeah.
speaking of Allen Iverson, me and JC had a conversation about just because Allen Iverson did not win a ring, he said he doesn't think he's a legendary basketball player just because he didn't get that accomplishment. And I said, so you think rings uh, is what gives you the legendary status? What y'all's opinion on that? And I
Hold
No,
on.
said he changed. He was like, true indeed,
no.
he changed the game, but he's not a
Mm-hmm.
legend.
He is a legend.
He
He is a
innovated
legend.
the crossover.
Nah,
You know what I'm
he ain't
saying?
if they cut it out.
No, he
You played in
innovated
Rucker
it.
that year, yeah, everybody's doing that shit. He
Well,
played
that's
in
New
Rucker that
York
year.
shit. We don't know that. That's
Charles
like
Jones,
saying Michael Jackson ain't innovate the moonwalker because he
Charles,
bit it from. We don't know
Charles
the
Jones was
nigga
cooking that
legs or
nigga with that
who he
shit.
got it from. Michael Jackson
I
still
know, I know,
innovated
I
that
know, I know. I'm
shit.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It was a proper move that year. Charles Jones was cooking that nigga in Rucker with that. Anyway, I'm just being facetious. Hey yo, the end of the day, he is a legend. You know what I mean? Legend
Hands
is
down.
changing. Not he changed the sport. He changed the culture. Yeah, he changed across the board. It wasn't just I'm a legend because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is number 2 in scoring now. And what did he change? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, okay, the non-dunker rule, maybe it's a bad example, but no one cares. You know what I mean? Iverson affected the meter across the board. One, he was small, so you had the Mighty Mouse complex, everybody cheering for him. He was nice. Like, he was legit good. He was nice. You know what I'm saying? He imbibed the culture at that time. You know what I'm saying? Everything about him across the board was perfect.
Yeah.
You know?
There's no player that
Definitely,
came after
definitely a
him.
legend.
There's no black
Definitely a
player,
legend.
black street player that came after him that wasn't influenced by Allen Iverson.
Yes. He was
Period.
one of the first. He
Tattoos,
was the first
braids.
new era, unapologetically new era nigga.
Yeah.
Barkley was
Hmm.
unapologetic too. But Barkley was unapologetic. But this is the thing is, Barkley was unapologetic, but he was still easy on corporate America's eyes. Iverson wasn't easy on the eyes unless you was one of us.
Nah,
He
he was a
forced
threat.
that.
Yeah.
He forced that. Reebok was like, listen, we gotta put him in. We got at this point now, we gotta play to it. Put him in commercials with Jadakiss. We gotta
Yeah.
play to it now because he's unapologetically him. He a legend for that alone. He's a legend for that.
I tell
You
you,
know what I'm
they
saying?
they they would still hate him to this day if it wasn't for his relationship with was it Larry Brown, the coach,
Mm-hmm.
where he was
Yeah.
crying a couple times, you know what I'm saying? And he really had respect. That's what made him acceptable to the white
And he
America.
showed
You
the
know, he want to
humility.
keep it
Yeah, he
yeah,
showed the
well, he want to keep
humility.
it a buck. Yeah, that's when they humanized him for them. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't for that, they'd
And
still hate his ass. Yeah.
white people love the hardball, the Wildcats, the Dangerous Minds, the what other movie? They love white people love that story. They love the blind sides when the white person come to the hood and save the poor Negro
Hmm.
children.
Yeah.
And then for you to see it
Tarzan
play
in the
out in real
hood.
life, to see it play in real life, Larry Johnson didn't. I mean, Larry Brown didn't do more than him than John Thompson did.
Hell
But
no.
John Thompson, 6'10", imposing black figure, like yo, shut the fuck up. Like you're not playing football. You know what I'm saying? You want to do this. So we love that when they come to the hood and they save the poor little Negro children.
Hmm.
And then they so a little bit of praise for the white guy helped out tremendously. See what happens?
Right.
Their liberal conscience kick in and they get to cheer. Like, see what happens? Lee R. Cohen came and helped Def Jam because he's just a great white American. No, yeah,
Right.
that's what happens. I don't hear that shit.
Okay,
Facts.
for
Mm.
sure.
All right. Well,
Did we
shit. We go ahead.
hold up? Joe Smith, wife's OnlyFans came across my screen. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
No,
You
I'm
need
just,
to put that on. Yeah,
look at
that's
her. Look at you, bro. Hey, little tinker butt.
yeah, yeah.
Little tinker
Right,
butt. Little tinker butt. Nigga, I mean. Hold on, man.
man.
Hey, yo, Eagles 49ers. Like, who you going with? Eagles 49ers. Where you place your bets?
Uh, shoot. I want to show my parlay. I'm actually watching it, all the scores live. So Eagles, 49ers. I'm gonna get the Eagles just because they at home. Just because they at home. I don't think they're gonna let. And they're the underdog for this game.
Mm-hmm. You bet. Where's your money going? Any personal Christian McCaffrey? Where's your money going?
I want to see. Let me see if I can look at my parlay. Can y'all hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bet that's fire. Y'all just can't see me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So my parlays. This is just my live bets that I got going on right now. I'm looking at these scores, man. I bet it on the wrong, man. I thought the Lions and the Saints would be a closer game. It's 21
The
to
Lions.
0.
Lions is
The
fugazi.
Lions
Lions
is
is fugazi.
now it's because
Lions
they
is
lost to
fool's
Green Bay
gold.
last week and nobody believe in them now. But I thought it was gonna be a closer game. And it's
Lions is
21 to
fugazi.
0 Saint. I mean Lions right now. So
Lions is fugazi.
far as
Them
my
regular
active
season
bets,
killers. Regular season killers.
huh?
Lions are
Who the
regular season
Lions?
killers. They're not. Yeah.
They're I can't see. It won't let me bring up my live bets. I got like 10 bets going on. Okay, here we go.
Just give us a couple
But
examples.
we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna shut it down. I'm gonna let y'all know what happened.
Okay. Okay. All
Mm.
I'm
right.
gonna let y'all
Yeah.
know what happened.
For sure. For sure.
Hey, yo, I did listen to those Drake songs. I said, I'm not talking about it again.
All
I
right.
listened to them because you said listen to them, eh?
Yeah.
So, you know, your words 100% gold with me. So, yeah, I listened to them. Okay.
You
Okay.
said you haven't listened to him yet.
I have all six of them.
All right. Real quick. I gotta roll out actually. So what's your real quick feedback?
Uh, real hip hop. He gave us his attempt at real hip hop.
Yeah.
He gave us his attempt and what he had to offer for that segment of the culture.
All right.
It wasn't a bad representation of the thing. The problem always going to be is the fact that I'm second guessing your pen is always going to be a problem with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's yeah.
The realism of it is, you know what I'm saying? Is, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck that Denzel didn't write the scene that he killed. That's how that goes.
Right.
As an MC, you are a writer. You are an orator. You're a narrator. You're a storyteller. And there's got to be a certain validity of it.
Right.
Be beefing with King. We're beefing with King for him arguing about wanting to be hood. That's who T.I. need point, man. Look at Drake. Be
Right.
that nigga. Stop trying to be me. Be that nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Facts.
it is what it is. Like Cindy, do what Ice Cube doing for his son.
Yeah.
Don't be gangster. Go play one on TV.
Right.
Don't be gangster. Go play one on TV. They pay you $2 million to play a gangster on TV. Versus the 200 you'll get in the hood.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
You know what I mean? And that's what we need to say. But I know we gotta get
Yes.
off here. I love you, God. Call me
All
if you
right.
need me. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
For the cookout
Peace.
or the shootout, man. You hear me? You call me.
All right.
Peace, God.
No doubt. All right. Peace.